Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, people on YouTube. And welcome back to William in Japan. My apologies for not uploading a lot in the past couple of weeks. I did go out riding, but unfortunately just not in the circumstance, not in the position for recording videos. So, here to give you guys a really quick update on the Ducati Supersport. So, as you can see on the odometer, I have done 3,000 kilometers on this motorcycle in the past 2 months, not a lot. And I have a few things that I'm not that satisfied. So, I bet you guys have heard a lot of good things about this motorcycle online. So, gonna focus on the things that I'm not really happy with. There isn't a lot. The biggest one is definitely the mirrors. So number one will be these mirrors. Right now, we're in idle and neutral too. Because when we're not moving, one moment. I bet he's on his phone. Okay, when we're not moving, the mirrors don't shake that much. However, when we're in low speeds, it starts to get some kind of a little tremble. And when we're at highway speeds, you can't see a thing. When I'm overtaking on the highway, I always turn my head to see what's behind me. And basically, these mirrors are just for suggestion. Even at 60 kilometers, I'm going to have a lot of treble, a lot of shaking in these mirrors that I have to pull my clutch in to see clearly. From what I have known, this has been a problem from the last Supersport, from the last version, and they had not fixed this. Maybe they just use the same components. But anyways, this is definitely something that I'm not happy with. But if you ask if this is a deal breaker, I won't say it is. It is a great bike. Just one little annoying thing won't make you decide that you don't want to buy this bike. So, yeah, go ahead if you like it. Go out for a test ride, see how it feels, hear how it sounds, and yeah, if this is your bike, go ahead. And it's just, the mirror is just a little thing. It shouldn't deter you of buying such a great bike. A Evo 7. You don't see a lot of these anymore. Okay, so next up on my list, what don't you like about the Ducati Supersport? Well, the next one is a bit controversial, I guess, since when you're buying a Ducati, you will know this will happen. And it is the heat on your button. I have been on a few bigger bikes in my past experiences, if I may say. I did rent out a Ninja 1000 SX for a full day of riding, and also I have tried the BMW S1000RR for a whole day of riding as well. And especially compared to the BMW, it's much more powerful. It's much more meant for racing and for circuits. So I understand if that motorcycle is hot. But the Supersport, the Ducati Supersport that we are riding right now, it only has 110 horsepower and not a ton of torque. However, the heat dissipated from between my legs is way more hotter than what I experienced on the Beamer. Yes, this is a V-twin, L-twin engine, if you may. So, one engine cylinder is right between our legs, right under our butt, basically. But even even so, I don't think it should have that much heat. The exhaust head pipe is coiled under our seat. Yes, that will be a huge reason as well. But in the end of the day, Ducati bikes are just way hotter than other brands, even if they're V-twins. I tried on the RS-V4 once, though, to be frank, it's only a very short 30-minute test ride. But even so, in the city situation, when we're stuck in traffic, I did not feel that much heat compared to this bike. So that is the most annoying thing, or the most largest thing that I don't like about this bike. But hey, you're buying a Ducati, you know it'll be hot. So yeah, that's number 2. And finally, number 3. It's actually about the fuel tank. It comes with a 16-liter fuel tank, and with a twin cylinder, I was hoping to get an average of 300 kilometers per tank, especially when I'm doing some longer touring. This bike comes with optional panniers, which I didn't get, but it also has, with the touring package, it has heated grips, larger windscreen, and such. I only got the heated grip from Ducati, but from their positioning of this bike, it's meant to be a longer touring bike for going longer distances. However, the fuel range is definitely not on par with its competitors. The priorly mentioned Ninja 1000 SX is a 4-cylinder banger, but it comes with a 19-liter or 20-liter fuel tank, if I'm correct. And it can definitely go over 300 kilometers before having to top up. But from this bike, I start getting a fuel light warning around when I hit the 220 kilometer, 230 kilometer mark. And after, if I go really, really to the limit, I may hit 301-02 kilometers per tank, which is a bit too less for my comfort. I went to Hokkaido for a really, really long road trip before, and I really hope to take this bike with me from the next time for the next time if I get to go to Hokkaido after this pandemic ends. However, Hokkaido is very, very rural, and you don't get gas stations here and there like inside Tokyo. So if I only have 250 kilometers of fuel in my tank, I might need to bring a jerry can, just in case. Last time when I went to Hokkaido, I tried to plan my route with gasoline stands for every 200 kilometers, just to be safe. But since it's a really, really rural area, those gasoline stands actually close on weekends or open really, really late, like around 10 o'clock in the morning from time to time. And when I reach my destination, it's usually around 7 at night or 6 at night. Some gasoline stands are already closed. And when I start riding in the morning around 7, they're not open yet. So yeah, I think a jerry can will be definitely necessary for this bike if I want to do another Hokkaido tour. Yeah, and as a sport tourer, this bike definitely needs a bigger tank. And for the next thing that I don't like about this bike, there actually ain't any more. That's about it. The 3 largest points that I don't like were the previously mentioned mirrors, fuel tank, and heat. Other than that, I think I could live with this bike really well. It's easy to service. I just checked how to take off its fairing. It's not hard at all. And I can definitely do it myself. Chain tensioning is really easy as well. I just did it myself a few weeks ago as well. So, yeah, it's definitely not hard. I can live with this bike by myself and maintain it pretty easily. Ooh, sick V4. So here I am at the dealership. I'm going to get this bike for a really quick checkup. Nothing's wrong with it. It's just after the first maintenance, I want to do a fuel change by the pros. And if everything's okay, I can start working on this bike myself. So really quick video today. And hope you guys understand what I don't like about this bike. And thanks for joining me. See you next time. Bye-bye.